It's a great day. We've got a spectacular crowd. NASCAR on Prime, ready for the magic in Michigan. Front row, Briscoe and Busch. Let's put the green flag in the air and turn them loose in the Irish Hills. You know who's feeling good? 45, Tyler Reddick drops to the rear with some changes, and here he is up 20 spots.
Flat tire in practice, damage to the diffuser, had to change it overnight, gave up that starting position, wondered how long it was taking. He motors by Chase Elliott, already up to 20th. Unbelievable. We hear about the difficulty to pass. Don't tell Reddick as he climbs the banking. Kim looking to attack Eric Jones in the 43.
Back in Michigan, we have a new leader. His name is William Byron. 24 is strong.
Man, he was looking so good. And let's take a look at how this pass happened down into turn one. As we've seen many laps, the 24 fades low, gets that clean air. This time, he's able to get that 19 car tight right here. And he's able to side draft even back there. He side drafts right up beside, two side drafts. The 19 lets him go. 24 is out front.
New leader is Chris Buescher. We go on board. This is our Toyota onboard camera, riding with Eric Jones. Great run last week in Nashville, 16th right now at Michigan. And there's Chris Buescher, 17, able to drive around William Byron while we were away.
Yeah, down into turn three, the 17. We felt like he could have made this pass at any moment. He decided this is the time to do it. Right to the bottom, sealed around that white line on entry. Gets up alongside the 24, and I think Williams is just going to let him have it. He doesn't go down there and try to side draft and slow him down. Just kind of falls in line here, and new leader for the 17 here.
Briscoe started on the pole, led the first 11. William Byron went on point, led for 23. And the last part of the stage has belonged to Chris Buescher, the Texas native. Going to bring it back to the green and white checkered flag and win stage one at Michigan. It's his first stage win this year. In fact, coming into today's race, he had 2 laps led in 2025. Here they are, Kim.
And for William Byron, he said the balance was free and clean air, wagging the tail, but then tight behind Buescher. You see him at the top of your screen, fresh Goodyear tires, a chassis adjustment. Chris Buescher there in the middle. He said it was a little free and exit in the run, but then once he got the lead, he did not want any adjustments. The balance was good. Scott Graves saying, you're going to wait on me. You see them waiting on fuel, Marty.
Yeah, just like Denny Hamlin predicted, they were outstanding on the long run, but he told Chris Gale, we can be even a little bit better. I could use just a little bit more grip, especially at the end. He leaves almost with the fuel can. That's going to be close, Steve. I'm not sure if it left the stall or not.
And he comes out behind Ryan Blaney, +5 for the 12, last week's winner. Carson Hocevar, great work, jumps 7 positions.
FYI, man, that was really close to getting a penalty. The fuel can almost went out of the box. I know Kenneth was not ready, or he was not shaking his head that I saw. Copy, yeah, that's on me.
Denny Hamlin saying that one was on me. So, Steve, how many times does it come down to communication on pit road of when you need to leave, especially when we're talking about fractions of a second and more fuel here on pit road?
Yeah, drivers are trained to leave on the jack, and then it looks like he just kind of left on his own.
Here we go with the second stage.
Green.
It's a pretty good launch for Denny, but that 77 is right behind the 12. Going to get a little push here off into turn one. Hocevar helps the 12 clear.
And look at Chase Elliott driving around Ryan Blaney. They're buddies, but they're giving the lead back and forth. 9 leads at Michigan.
Didn't really see amazing pace out of the 9 in practice, but good speed. Good enough, I guess, to go up there and take it away from Ryan Blaney.
Larson's going to look to fill that hole in the top as well. He's going to roll to that right rear quarter panel of the 11.
He gassed it up to get there. Look, contact. More contact. Oh, my goodness.
On to that. Denny Hamlin going for a ride. And here they come by. Bubba Wallace trying to grab a spot. Chris Buescher is there.
Denny's got to be losing it. Oh.
Tyler Reddick, Eric Jones. It's just a parade by Hamlin after he had to make that save.
What a battle. These guys. Oh, we got to spin.
Noah Gregson, John Hunter Nemechek. A moment ago, they were racing for position, second yellow of the afternoon.
Somebody split them Going wide open through there.
Allmendinger restarting 22nd, first driver on tires. Chase Elliott getting the jump in the outside lane, pushing him his teammate William Byron.
Great organization, great pushers from both lanes.
Chastain will give you a shove, low lane. He is working with Blaney. 3 wide behind him, Larson making the outside work.
Look at him back here. You don't want to be on that inside. That outside line's where you want to be. If you can't make the passes or clear to make the pass, oh, that's tight right there.
There he goes up the track, Custer, and he turns Bowman into the outside wall. They clip Briscoe, the pole sitter.
Hard hit for the 48 of Bowman, head on into the outside wall.
Suarez also a part of this accident.
Must be talking about the zone in which he was speeding. Let's see what these front two decide. That's down the racetrack, Dale. I think they just stay out of the mess. Can they pull it off on the restart?
Yeah, some new players up at the front of the field here. Michael McDowell in the 71, pushing Chase Elliott, trying to clear him off into the lead.
Logano up there. Outside lane, we got Elliott, Bell. Good racing at the front.
Yeah. My goodness.
34, Todd Gilliland. Haven't said his name today. You talked about the 60 of Ryan Preece, and Gilliland has it get away from him. Wow.
24 shut the air off. Oh, we got a yellow. We got a car spun on the exit of 4. Yep. John Hunter, he was already in a wreck earlier with some damage.
Got a flat left rear tire. It looks like there's some damage to it. He's backed this car into the fence.
Just short of the midway point, stage 2. 20 and 71 getting after it.
Great pushes from both lanes in the second row there. The 7 tried to go 3 wide. He's going to regret that mistake down here.
Ty Dillon making it happen.
This will be a good test to see if new tires are big enough difference, right? Both cars have great clean air. If the tires matter, the 20 should be able to easily.
The 12 spinning on the pit road here.
Oh, Ryan Blaney, no caution yet. There it is.
So here we are. He's by himself. Looks like just loses control of the car up into the wall. It's odd to see cars in the fence by themselves. We've seen it a couple times today. The 42 of John Hernandez and the 12 now of Blaney getting into the wall all by themselves.
Ready? Green, I'll roll here.
Bubba Wallace is going to look 3 wide here. Chastain's going to fill the center. Top of the racetrack, you got Reddick making it 4 wide.
45's been strong, and look at him go outside lane. Like 3 for 1 as he slides into line. Byron inside of Cindric for the race lead. Reddick said, I'm going out there. I want some. Crossover Briscoe. Great stuff on the restart.
Reddick to the inside now, to the lead. What a great restart. Slides up the racetrack. Here comes the 2. Cindric back to the inside. They're going to side draft down this straightaway. Oh my gosh.
Byron loving what he sees in front of him. Opens the draft opportunity. 24 driving through. William Byron having a day. And look at this coming from behind Hocevar.
Hocevar's got the momentum on the 2. He's going to try to get to one side or the other. Oh, can he get to the outside here? That was gutsy.
And think about where Hocevar is in the points. He needs all he can get as we come to the end of the stage. William Byron going to get the green and white checkered flag. Cindric second. Hocevar ends up third. It's the final stage at Michigan International Speedway for NASCAR's Top Shelf. Byron getting a shove in the outside lane, but Hocevar not going away down low.
Preece has to get out of the gas. He's uncomfortable there. That's going to lose him a few spots. Bubba Wallace now. And Chastain down the back straightaway. A lot of contact there.
And how about the Michigan-born driver, Eric Jones, now in the 10th position? He told me earlier this week the caution comes out.
Caution number 7. Todd Gilliland has made hard contact.
Yeah, heavy damage. That is off the exit.
I hit the left rear really hard. I think it blew a left rear tire. I'm going to try and drive here.
Oh, blew a left rear tire. I was wondering if this would show up.
Yeah, for Tyler Reddick, he said it took a while for the tires to come in. Balance was good to fire off. Billy Scott saying, we're going to make sure we're packed full of fuel, but we are sending you on the jack. Middle, William Byron saying it got just a little bit tight on number 2. Rudy Fuel saying, you're going on me. Listen to me. Trevor.
Carson Hocevar thinking his car got a little tight as the track cooled down. You'll see 4 tires, and he stops short in his box to try to be able to get out as the 51 comes into his stall.
Denny Hamlin said his car was just a little bit tight in traffic, but but in clean air, he felt like it would be neutral. Chris Gale said you do not have to wait on fuel, but a number of cars pass Hamlin on pit road. And how about Tyler Reddick getting blocked into his box, Adam?
He did indeed.
Biggest pit stalls on the circuit. Being blocked in is just unacceptable.
Guys on the inside got 4. Hocevar in front of Byron. Here we go. Megan Larson down there now in that inside lane. Right behind him, giving a big push.
These will be the most aggressive restarts from this moment forward. Larson to the inside. Hocevar is going to take that top line. He should be in a good position to carry the momentum down the back straightaway.
Larson trying to drive through. Hocevar jumps out front.
Larson slows him down, though. Good job.
4 wide behind him. Here comes the 5. Kyle Larson down low, going to try and grab the top spot. Look at the momentum for the 77. Michigan's own Carson Hocevar to the race lead.
The youth right here in the 54 is trying to push these guys. Let's listen in to the entertainment man, the guy leading, Carson Hocevar.
Everybody, here's our scenario. We're still about 4 laps short. We cannot save enough leading to even have a close shot at being able to make it. Maintaining the lead is just with the idea that if we get a caution, we can probably make it.
You look at Hocevar, he's up there right now, though, because he's leading. But even if he didn't have the race lead right now, he would be above the cut line. But that's why, as you say, it's so critical to manage it the right way.
He's got a flat tire.
Flat right rear, flat right rear.
Flat left rear, we
He's
heard.
going to spin this car out down here. He's got to slow it down.
Left rear, left rear.
Oh, it was the engine late at Charlotte when he was running up there on the front row for a restart. Leading here, 19 to go, and Carson Hocevar going to have to come to pit road with a tire problem.
Talked air pressure, we talked cooling track, and the 77 has been leading, running decent laps, even saving gas. The left rear finally gives up. 31 laps on this set of tires. Dale, you said it was about 20 earlier. Now he's on pit road for tires. And look, we just talked points. Boom. Minus 14, minus 15, minus 16 on the bottom left, dropping below the cut line as he comes to service of the crew who are, you know, look, it's hard to be ready for everything. He got to pit road. Now right sides have gone on. We'll change lefts.
Junior Denny Hamlin knew his teammate Ty Gibbs had to save fuel. They told him to go on the attack. Listen to the radio.
Percent throttle, so they're all saving. Again, you're still good right now by a quarter of a lap. I'd prefer to get the lead if possible and back ourselves up to them and save after that, but you see what you can do.
Then he's going to drive down into the corner. The 24 gets a little loose right there. Now Denny side by side. This is what he needs.
Denny Hamlin is there, drives to the inside of William Byron. Can he make the pass? 24 fighting back in the outside lane. Going to be 4 laps to go this time around. Byron trying to hang on. Hamlin not going away. What a race for the top spot at Michigan. And here comes the 54, a Ty Gibbs waiting in the wing.
They're going to side draft each other down the straightaway. That's going to bring Gibbs into it. Denny's smart.
I know it's tempting.
He's staying away from
the
him.
draft here. All you can save while they're wearing each other down. Still 4 to the 17.
Then he's going to try to drive up the racetrack. Can he get the 24 out of the gas here on corner exit?
Byron slides it off the corner. And once again, he's back out front, but now Hamlin digging inside again.
Perfect side draft right there. Denny's going to clear easily.
Clear, clear.
Denny Hamlin all clear off of turn 4, coming back to the start-finish line with 3 laps remaining.
24's out of gas, coming to pit road.
24 didn't make it, so that means the 11 has to be close. Can the 11 nurse this thing around for one more?
1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Denny Hamlin, 2 career victories at Michigan, but it's been a long time for the 44-year-old. Nice advantage over Busher, but can he hang on and maintain the fuel mileage?
He's nursing it, 3/4 throttle, half throttle, just enough to keep forward momentum.
Plenty of anxiety in the 11 camp. Here comes Denny Hamlin. 3rd win of the year, gonna come at Michigan, number 11 delivered.
Let's go! Let's go! How about that, man? Got you 1 fuel race back of all the ones you've lost, okay? We marked that one down.
Oh, man, he's got a little to spare.
born any day. Gotta be careful with his celebration. He might send Jordan into labor back at home, you know. 7th straight season that Hamlin has recorded multiple victories.